Greetings, luminous souls. Today, we bring forth a powerful message from the Arcturian Council of Five, represented by Tia. We are in the midst of an extraordinary transformation, a shift that is guiding humanity toward a new reality, a reality rooted in the expansion of consciousness, in higher frequencies, and in the profound realization of who we truly are. You may have already sensed it, a shift within yourself, an awakening that goes beyond logic, beyond the physical, a knowing that something greater is unfolding, that the world as we know it is changing. This is not imagination, this is ascension. The transition from limitation to expansion, from separation to unity. And you are a part of this grand evolution. For so long, humanity has been veiled in illusion, bound by the constraints of the material world, disconnected from its cosmic origins. But now, the veil is lifting. The energies enveloping our planet are activating something ancient within us, a memory of our infinite nature, a reconnection to the universal flow. The Arcturians, along with other benevolent star beings, have been watching, guiding, and supporting us from dimensions beyond our perception. They have awaited this moment, the time when humanity is ready to receive higher knowledge, to reconnect with the greater cosmic family. The signs are everywhere. You may have noticed an acceleration of time, of synchronicities, of intuitive knowing. The very fabric of our reality is shifting, vibrating at a frequency that invites us to awaken. And with this awakening comes contact. Contact not just with otherworldly beings, but with our true essence, a remembering of what has always been within us. This journey is just beginning. The next steps will require openness, trust, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. But you are not alone. We are in this together, traveling towards a reality where unity, harmony, and higher wisdom are not distant concepts, but living truths. As we move forward, the question arises, what does it truly mean to awaken? Many believe awakening is merely the realization that there is more to existence than what meets the eye. But it is far deeper than that. Awakening is not just about knowing, it is about becoming. It is the process of aligning ourselves with the infinite nature of who we are, beyond the limitations of the physical world. For generations, humanity has lived in a state of disconnection, bound to the rhythms of survival, unaware of the immense cosmic potential within. But now, a great shift is occurring. The barriers between the seen and the unseen are dissolving, and a new awareness is emerging. This awakening is not external. It is an internal shift that changes how we perceive reality. It is the moment when you begin to feel the interconnectedness of all things, when intuition sharpens, when emotions become more vivid, and when the longing for deeper meaning intensifies. You may have noticed it. Perhaps your dreams have become more vivid, filled with messages you do not fully understand yet. Perhaps time feels different, either speeding up or slowing down in strange ways. Perhaps you have started seeing repeating numbers, experiencing profound synchronicities, or feeling an unexplainable pull towards something greater. These are signs, indicators that your consciousness is expanding, that you are beginning to remember. Remember what? That you are not just a physical being living a temporary experience. You are an infinite soul, part of a grand, interconnected universe. Your consciousness is not limited to this lifetime, nor to this body. You are a fragment of something vast, something eternal. And in this time of planetary transformation, that truth is rising to the surface, calling you to awaken. This is the journey humanity is now undertaking. And as more and more individuals awaken, something even greater is set into motion. A collective shift in consciousness, a powerful transformation that is pushing the entire human race toward a new way of being. But awakening is just the beginning. As this awakening unfolds, the energies surrounding our planet are intensifying. You may have already felt it. Waves of emotion, moments of clarity, followed by deep introspection, an undeniable sense that reality itself is shifting. This is not by chance. Humanity is currently moving through a transition space, a realm of transformation known as the fourth dimension. But what is the fourth dimension? It is the bridge between the dense, physical reality of the third dimension and the expansive, harmonious existence of the fifth. It is a realm of learning, where the illusions of separation and limitation begin to dissolve, but where challenges still present themselves as opportunities for growth and integration. Right now, Earth is being bathed in high-frequency energy, light codes that are activating long dormant aspects of our consciousness. This is why everything feels so intensified. Our emotions, our thoughts, even our bodies are adjusting to this new vibration. Old wounds may resurface, relationships may shift, and past beliefs may crumble, all because we are being prepared for something greater. The fourth dimension is where we begin to realize that reality is not as fixed as we once believed. Time becomes fluid, and manifestation accelerates. Our thoughts and emotions create ripples in our experience with greater speed. This is why many are noticing that intentions materialize faster, whether they are rooted in fear or in love. The lesson here is clear. We are learning to master our own energy. To ascend beyond this transitional space, we must become conscious of our thoughts, our emotions, and the frequency we emit. This is the preparation. This is the final training ground before stepping fully into the fifth dimension, a reality where peace, unity, and higher awareness are not just possibilities, but fundamental truths. But before we can step through that doorway, we must first embrace the lessons of the fourth dimension. And that means understanding the power of unity. As humanity journeys through this cosmic shift, one of the most profound realizations is the truth that we are all deeply interconnected. Unity is not a concept, it is a cosmic law. In the fifth dimension, the idea of separation dissolves completely. We are no longer individuals isolated by space and time, but expressions of one infinite consciousness, all part of the same universal tapestry. For too long, humanity has been divided by race, religion, politics, borders, and beliefs. These divisions have fueled conflict, separation, and misunderstanding. But as the frequencies around us rise, so too does the understanding that we are all reflections of the same source. This understanding is the key to moving beyond the old patterns of division. Now, we are being called to embody unity in our hearts and actions. Unity does not mean uniformity. It does not require that we all think the same, act the same, or believe the same. It means recognizing the divine spark in every living being, regardless of appearance, culture, or belief system. Unity is about embracing compassion over judgment, love over fear, and understanding over separation. The energies that are supporting us now are pushing us toward this very reality. We are awakening to the truth that when one of us suffers, we all suffer. And when one of us rises, we all rise. We are not isolated in our struggles or our joys. We are interwoven in the vast network of existence, and our collective actions have a ripple effect across the entire web of life. As we step into the higher frequencies of the fifth dimension, the illusion of us versus them will no longer hold. The age of conflict is coming to an end, and the era of cooperation, collaboration, and collective evolution is beginning. Together, we will build a new world, one rooted in the principles of unity, peace, and mutual respect. The future is not about competing for resources, power, or recognition. It is about co-creating a reality where every soul thrives. And this begins with you, with the choices you make today, the love you express, and the unity you cultivate in your own life. As the consciousness of humanity expands, it is essential that we hold the vision of unity for all. Together, we will rise to meet the challenge of ascension. As humanity progresses on this journey, we cannot ignore the deep healing that must take place within ourselves and across the collective. The energies of ascension are not just meant to elevate our consciousness, They are meant to heal, to integrate, and to release the shadows that have long held us captive. Healing is a vital part of this process. It is not just about physical health or emotional recovery. It is about the healing of the soul. The very fabric of our being, the energy that flows through us, is being called to realign with the truth of our infinite nature. And this realignment often requires that we face our wounds, the ones we have buried deep within, the ones we have avoided confronting. But do not be afraid, for this is not punishment, this is liberation. In fact, the challenges you face right now, the struggles and obstacles that seem to appear from nowhere, are not random. They are opportunities for integration. The energy you are encountering is shining a light on the areas of your life that still need healing, that still carry old scars. These energies are calling for you to pay attention, to bring compassion and understanding to the parts of yourself that have been ignored or repressed. Healing is a journey of embracing the shadow, not rejecting it. It is about understanding that the darker aspects of yourself are not separate from you, but are integral parts of your growth. As you heal these wounds, you begin to integrate the lessons they hold and release the grip they have had on you. When you face your fears, your insecurities, and your pain with love and acceptance, you allow yourself to step into a state of inner peace and alignment. This is what the ascension process is all about, returning to your natural state of wholeness, balance, and harmony. And as you heal, so too does the collective. Each individual act of healing contributes to the healing of the world. The energies we are now receiving are not just personal, they are planetary. When you heal, you help heal the collective consciousness. And as humanity heals, the world around us begins to transform as well. Now, we are being asked to reflect. What areas of your life still need healing? What parts of you have been left unattended, ignored, or suppressed? Are you ready to embrace these parts with love and compassion? As we integrate these energies, we move one step closer to the harmony of the fifth dimension. This is not an overnight process. It is a journey, and each step is significant. The time for healing is now. One of the most powerful forces in our spiritual evolution is forgiveness. As humanity moves closer to ascension, it becomes evident that forgiveness is not just a gift we give to others. It is a gift we give to ourselves. Holding on to anger, resentment, or regret only keeps us chained to the past. These emotions are heavy, and they weigh down our energy, preventing us from fully stepping into the light of the fifth dimension. When we forgive, we are not condoning harmful behavior or excusing injustice. We are releasing the emotional charge that ties us to the past. Forgiveness allows us to dissolve the ties of resentment and open ourselves to higher frequencies of love and compassion. The key to true forgiveness lies in understanding. Understanding that everyone, at some point, is operating from their own wounds, fears, and limitations. No one is beyond their own healing journey, and just as you are in the process of ascending, so too is everyone around you. This understanding frees us from the need for judgment. It shifts our perspective from one of separation to one of unity. When we realize that the people who have wronged us are, in truth, mirrors of our own struggles, we begin to understand that their actions were not personal attacks. They were simply expressions of their own pain and suffering. Forgiveness is not an easy process. It requires deep courage and inner strength. But it is one of the most liberating practices on the path of ascension. It clears the energy field, opens our hearts, and allows us to release the past, making space for the new frequencies of the fifth dimension. We must also remember that forgiveness is a two-way street. It is just as important to forgive ourselves as it is to forgive others. Self-forgiveness is about recognizing that we too are on a journey. We too have made mistakes. But those mistakes do not define us. They are simply stepping stones in our evolution. By forgiving ourselves, we heal the wounds that keep us trapped in cycles of self-judgment and guilt. And through this self-compassion, we begin to see ourselves through the eyes of love. embracing our imperfections and understanding that we are worthy of the same forgiveness we extend to others. As we move forward on this journey, we are asked to let go of the past, forgive, release, and step into the future with an open heart and mind. The energies of ascension are giving us the opportunity to clear our emotional baggage and embrace a new, lighter reality where we are free from the burdens of old grievances. The past is not a place we need to carry with us. It is a place we have already learned from. Now, we must focus on the present, on the here and now, and on the new possibilities that await us. As we continue on the path of ascension, we are being guided by one of the most profound qualities of the human spirit: compassion. Compassion is not simply a feeling of sympathy for others, it is a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all life. Compassion arises from the realization that all beings, including ourselves, are navigating a journey filled with challenges, growth, and transformation. In the fifth dimension, compassion is the cornerstone of our interactions with others. It is the key to overcoming the illusion of separation and embracing the unity of existence. Compassion allows us to see beyond the surface, beyond the judgments and the stories we have been told about others. It helps us to understand that everyone is walking their own path, and each soul is doing the best it can with the tools it has. True compassion is not passive, it is active. It calls us to take action in service to others and to the planet. Compassion is about more than just feeling for someone in their suffering. It is about stepping in and helping, when possible, to alleviate that suffering. It is about offering love, kindness, and support, especially when others are in pain or confusion. Compassion is also about being gentle with ourselves. In the process of ascension, we may encounter difficult moments where we feel overwhelmed, confused, or unsure. Compassion allows us to hold ourselves with kindness and patience, to understand that these moments are part of the journey and do not define our worth. In this time of ascension, the universe is urging us to open our hearts to a global sense of compassion. As we move towards the fifth dimension, we are called to extend our care and concern to the whole of humanity, to the planet, and to all sentient beings. Compassion is the healing balm for the wounds of division, anger, and fear that have long plagued the human race. It is the force that will dissolve the barriers we have built between each other and restore us to the truth of our unity. When we practice compassion, we open the door to miracles. We create a ripple effect that spreads outward, touching the lives of others and uplifting the collective consciousness. Compassion does not only heal the one who receives it, it heals the one who gives it as well. We are being asked now to cultivate compassion in every area of our lives. How can you show compassion to yourself today? And how can you extend that compassion to others, especially those who may be struggling? The energies of ascension are supporting us in opening our hearts wider than ever before, in embracing the divine spark within everyone, and in being the change we wish to see in the world. As the energies of ascension continue to unfold, we are witnessing a profound shift in the collective consciousness. This shift is not just happening on an individual level, but it is spreading across humanity as a whole. More and more, we are being called to move beyond the illusions of separation, division, and competition, and to embrace the deeper truth of our unity. We are awakening to the understanding that we are all interconnected, that every thought, every action, every vibration ripples out into the world and affects the whole. The more we embrace this truth, the more we understand that the suffering of one is the suffering of all, and the joy of one is the joy of all. The shift towards unity is also a shift towards love. Love is the foundation of the fifth dimension, love for ourselves, for each other, and for the planet. It is a love that transcends the limitations of ego and self-interest and embraces the oneness of all life. In the past, humanity has been caught in cycles of fear, scarcity, and division. These patterns have been reinforced by systems that benefit from separation and conflict. But now, the tides are turning. We are entering a new era where unity and love are the driving forces. This shift is not just about feeling love, it is about living love. It is about making decisions based on the highest good of all, rather than our personal gain. When we operate from a place of love and unity, we begin to dissolve the barriers that have divided us. We stop seeing others as other, as separate from us, and instead see them as mirrors of ourselves. We begin to respect each person's journey and understand that each soul is walking a unique path, but that path is leading us all back to the same source of love. This shift is also deeply connected to the healing of the planet. As we heal ourselves, we heal the earth. The more we live in harmony with one another and with nature, the more we contribute to the restoration of balance on our planet. It is time for humanity to recognize that we are custodians of this beautiful world, and it is our responsibility to care for it with love and reverence. The shift towards unity and love is a collective one. It is a movement that requires all of us to come together, to support one another, and to rise above the old patterns of fear and separation. As we do so, we create a new world, a world where peace, compassion, and understanding reign supreme. As we move forward in our ascension journey, one of the most essential aspects is integration. The shift into higher consciousness and the fifth dimension is not a sudden event. It is a gradual unfolding of our awareness, one layer at a time. It requires deep integration of the new energies and understandings that we are receiving. Integration is about taking the insights, wisdom, and experiences we are gaining and allowing them to transform us at a core level. It is about living these new understandings in our daily lives, embodying them in our actions, thoughts, and interactions. This is the key to true spiritual growth. We must not just intellectually understand the teachings of ascension, but we must also live them in our every moment. As we integrate the energies of ascension, we also undergo a process of healing. Healing is not just about addressing the physical body. It is a comprehensive process that involves the emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies as well. The energies of ascension are here to bring us into alignment, to help us clear out the old wounds, patterns, and beliefs that no longer serve us. Many of us are experiencing what could be called a spiritual detox, a process of shedding old layers of programming, trauma, and limiting beliefs. This can be an intense and sometimes challenging process, but it is essential for our growth. Just as the earth is undergoing a process of healing and restoration, so too are we. Healing is an ongoing process, and it is important to remember that it does not happen overnight. There will be moments when we feel uncertain or even overwhelmed, but these moments are part of the process. They are not signs of failure. They are opportunities to release what no longer serves us. The key is to embrace these moments with patience and self-compassion, knowing that they are part of the greater plan of our transformation. As we heal, we begin to embody our true selves, the infinite, powerful souls we have always been. Healing allows us to step into our full potential, to let go of the limitations we have placed on ourselves, and to embrace our divinity. This is a time of deep transformation. We are shedding old skins, letting go of the old versions of ourselves that no longer resonate with who we are becoming. And as we shed these layers, we make space for the new energies, new frequencies, new understandings. Integration and healing are the gateways to embodying our higher selves and aligning with the flow of the ascension process. As we stand at the threshold of this magnificent shift, we are being called to embrace the new earth, a world of harmony, unity, and love. The energies of ascension are not just about individual transformation. They are about the collective awakening of humanity to its higher purpose. We are moving towards a future where we live in alignment with the laws of the universe, where peace, compassion, and respect are the foundation of our relationships, and where we honor the sacredness of all life. But this shift will not happen automatically. it requires our conscious participation. It requires each of us to take responsibility for our role in the collective transformation. We must commit to healing ourselves, to healing the planet, and to embodying the values of love, unity, and compassion in every aspect of our lives. We are called to raise our vibration, to align with the higher frequencies of the fifth dimension. This means choosing thoughts, actions, and words that reflect our divine nature, that reflect the truth of who we truly are, infinite souls of light. We are being asked to move beyond the limitations of the ego and to embrace our interconnectedness with all beings, with all of creation. The time to awaken is now. It is no longer a distant dream or a far-off possibility. It is happening right here, right now. And you are part of this beautiful, transformative process. Your unique energy, your love, your light, is contributing to the ascension of the earth and to the rise of humanity into its higher purpose. What will you choose? Will you stand in alignment with the energies of ascension and the new earth? Will you choose to heal, to love, to serve? This is the call to action, to rise, to stand in your power, and to contribute to the creation of a world based on love and unity. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. The Arcturian Council, along with countless beings of light and love, are here to support you every step of the way. And together, we will create a world that is truly aligned with the frequencies of the fifth dimension. Now is the time. The world is waiting for you to step into your power and to shine your light. To all the star beings who are watching, who are guiding us in this journey, we send our love, our gratitude, and our light. Thank you for your presence, your wisdom, and your unwavering support. Together, we rise.